Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Eden Zero Season 2 episode number 19. Yeah, reaction. So the previous episode with what happened is we got to see the battle between Homura and that glue guy. And yeah, it was a pretty, I have to say, a difficult battle unless and until you don't know the trick to it. Like the whole situation was that he can turn into glue, so Homura couldn't do much. Her physical attacks weren't working. Also, he could infuse glue with flame, so it's like hot molten glue. Yeah, it's very tough. It's very painful, and unless and until you realize what you can do about it, it's pretty tricky. So what Homura did in the end was actually put dirt on him, so he had to deactivate the glue. At that point, Homura could actually do some physical damage to him. So that is how she was able to defeat him. That's why I'm saying it's one of the most easiest. He was probably one of the most easiest characters to defeat. However, his whole situation, his whole thing was kind of tricky. So as soon as you got to know his weakness, you were able to defeat him. And in the end, Homura was like too exhausted. Shiki comes, tries to help her out, but Shiki gets freaked out about a bug and he falls down. And we get to see Rebecca fighting Brittany. I think that was his name. Yeah, Brittany's smoke show. Rebecca decides to go through the heated forest, the flame-filled forest. That smoke, like because of its low density, goes up. And yeah, that was the whole thing. And in the end, we also get to meet Shura for a little bit, a little sneak peek about him. We're probably going to fight him or go against him. So let's see what happens in this episode 19. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles on the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference. And let's begin. Alright, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yeah, we also got to see Elsie for a bit. Uh, mm. Yeah. Ah. Okay. Darling little piece of. Okay, that's an interesting title. What? Damn. Barefoot. Oh no, is she? Oh wait, what? Right, where are we? One of the. Yeah. Oh boy, yep. Yeah, we have to defeat the. Yeah, water or wind, I think. Okay, happy. What? Nah, what are you on about? Eat the smoke? I was thinking she's probably going to. What is she? Oh, she's going to suck. Okay. Oh, okay. I thought she was talking about her eating. Okay. Oh no. Oh, user luck? Oh yes! Pino! Yay! Oh no! Okay, okay, time leap. Time leap. It's glowing, so. Yep, cat leaper activated. Damn! Okay, now she knows the password as well. Hopefully. Yes, okay, okay. Quick, okay, she knows the password now. Quick. Run, run! Yep. Yep. Right, will this work then? Hopefully. No, if she turns herself into a human, will that. Yeah. What? Wow, the vacuum cleaner didn't get destroyed, but the roof got? Okay. Well, yeah. Leapt. Yeah, but. Yeah, but things change, like the. Oh, really? Okay. That's what I'm thinking. Like, nah, but we didn't go that. We didn't really go that far, so it was a little bit. Ah, yeah, yeah. I doubt. Like, I don't think there'll be any difference in this world. Yeah. Oh, it's expensive. Oh my god. Oh, is she going to? Right. Okay, she can test her theory here. So, since I think it's not going to change because she's literally going in the same world now. She's not changing the world. All right. All right. So switch now. Okay, I'll talk about this later. So I can understand what she's doing. So if it's a different world, it might be a different name. But if it's in the same world, then it will still be human. Exactly. Oh, okay. I see. So you cannot just revert. Okay. Okay. Human. Okay. Right. All right. So, okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't think you should use it so many times because yeah. Yeah. Like I was gonna say, don't use it repeatedly. Usually, a power this strong will have a lot of consequences. Oh no! What the hell is going on? Why? Wait, why is it crap? Yeah, obviously, you're reverting time back. Wait, why is there a crack? Oh, yeah, reverse. I don't understand one thing. Why was there a crack? What's going on? I'm guessing. I'm guessing that is just like a way of showing. Like it's not really like. Hmm. Sure. Hmm. Yeah. Oh my God, Shiki. Yeah, battle it out. Yeah. Like by that time he would automatically get friends. Yeah. Like he's saying like he wants friends, but oh, someone's coming. Oh wait, is this Elsie? Elsie's group or Justice's group? Justice's group. Wait, what the? Wait, there's more? Oh my God. There's more of them. He has like a Tengu mask. Interesting. Oh boy. Yeah, boy. There we go. I thought that was it for them, but oh boy, there's more of them. Great. Hmm. Oh. Oh my God, Moscow. Hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh wow, it's getting updated. Hmm. Oh boy. Oh, uses intuition. Main room is looking. Okay. Okay. Hope there's nobody. Okay. Oh Lord. Who? Oh. Oh no! It's those guys. The ones that Hermit had trouble with in the. Okay. It's him, isn't it? That guy, that doctor, whatever the hell he was. Yeah. Why the hell is he here? Right. Okay. So good thing we can actually destroy you now. Yeah. Nobody cares. Just some horrible spelling mistakes. Yeah. This dude. Yeah. He's the one that on updating it. Yeah. He's just maintaining it. I'm guessing and updating it. Yeah. Great. Oh God, this whole place is rigged. I'm guessing. Oh my God. Oh, oh boy. Wait, why is cleaning? Yeah, what's going on? What's happening to clean? Yeah. Wait, how can she? What? Oh my god, these guys are here. What the hell is that? Ugh. What the? Who? Oh wait, this is. Oh, this is one of the justices men, isn't it? I think so. No, wait. Okay, no, who is this? Yeah, he's one of justices men. Okay, nice. Yes. Oh wow. What? Just like that. Wow, they were just defeated. Ranked below oceans. Justice is here. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yep. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I don't think so. Shiggy. Yeah. Yeah. Mm, okay. Well, I knew this was going to happen. Damn. No, he'll probably say that. Yeah, he's going to get them to get Elsie. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He's going to lure her in using them, I'm guessing. Or that, okay. Damn, I don't think you can take this guy out, Shiki. This guy's too strong. Mm. Oh boy. Yeah, like I feel like if even if Shiki and Homura could have taken care of those three, the justice is a different matter. In no way can Shiki do anything to justice. At least not now. Maybe in the future someday, but not now. So hopefully Elsie comes and I don't know helps us out. She's here, so Okay, that is it. So this episode, we begin with where is that part? All right, we begin with Rebecca running away from Brittany and coming to the that little city, and everyone's there. A lot of people are imprisoned, and Rebecca's like, "Oh, we have to do something about, like the ones trying to get us first before helping these people out." So she's like, "What can I do to someone who has the ability of smoke?" And he's she seems happy, dreaming and talking about eating fish, and that kind of gives her the idea of taking or eating the smoke. And what better way to do that but to use a vacuum cleaner? I was when she said like, "Oh, that's the way to do it." I was like, "Wait, what's she going to do? Eat the smoke?" But no, obviously she's not going to eat it. Yeah, the vacuum cleaner is going to do that. So she goes to the store, gets a vacuum cleaner, and the vacuum cleaner is freaking locked. Imagine a vacuum cleaner. Is this what it is? It's going to be in the future. Every freaking thing will be locked with a password. Like, oh, I need to use my toothbrush. Oh, there's a lock in it. A password I have to give it first, then it will be unlocked. But I guess they locked it because it's a department store. That makes sense, like all the things will be locked in the department store, and probably after you buy a stuff, they're probably going to give you the unlock code. Yeah, that's kind of smart if you think about it, like theft and stuff like that will reduce a lot, because if it's locked, and unless and until you get it, there's no use to get a locked, like stuff, a thing. It won't work. So I guess theft will reduce by a lot. It makes sense. So yeah, I'm guessing that's why it was locked. So right, so she tries to operate it and it's not happening, and Brittany's like, "Ah, you idiot, there's a user lock over there, don't you even know that?" And immediately Pino gets up, and Pino's like, "Oh, I've scanned it, the password is this." And Rebecca tries to put it in, but she was a bit too late. Brittany puts poison smoke on her, and yeah, she obviously, her whole skin gets corroded immediately, and you can see her like it was shining, and the cat leaper was getting automatically activated. I'm guessing it kind of gets automatically activated while the recipient is in danger, and obviously you yourself can like use it, but in case, it probably is like a fail-safe mechanism, like, oh, if you're in danger, it gets on automatically triggered. But that's what happened, like you can see her whole skin got like like corroded completely, but she leaped immediately. She leaped there and just went back a few moments in time, like when she was outside. Now here's the thing, as she says later on, this isn't the universe hopping ability. They're not hopping to a parallel universe, they just went back in time. Now I guess you can think about it like this. The reason why nothing changed, this is the same world, that is world 31, I think that she called it. Since this is world 31 and she just left in the same time, unless and until she does something extremely divergent, the world is going to stay in the same path. So this is what's happening. She's not hopping to a different parallel world, but what she's doing is like she's going back a few moments in time. Or no, wait, let me think about it a little bit different. Previously in Drac and Joe's situation, she left like a week ago. If you leap a week ago, that amount of time, obviously it's a vast amount of time. A lot of things can change within that time. And that is why I'm guessing it kind of got branched and they left from world 30 to 31. And a lot of things were different then. A lot of things even way more ago happened that changed their course of history. For example, Connor didn't, wasn't our ally. A few other things probably also happened in the past, which we still don't know, which we will probably get to know in the future. What else changed in World 31 compared to 30? So that's why I'm guessing, like, since it was like a huge leap, there was a possibility. There not was, but there definitely was a possibility of stuff changing. That's why she leapt to a parallel world, and that was Cat Leaper. That's why she called that Cat Leaper. This she names it Reverse. I think that's something like that, because she went back a few seconds, or like not a few seconds, but a few minutes in time. within that small amount of time, I don't think there's enough time unless and until you do something extremely drastic. In no way are you going to like branch into a parallel world. So if you keep everything almost the same, you'll still be in the same same world. I think like the whole cat leaper's ability is still not really cleared up. Rebecca is just guessing these type of things. Like in the future we might actually get to know that a lot of things that Rebecca guessed were probably wrong. There might be something completely different going on with cat leaper. Who knows? But yeah, for now we have to think it like this. As Rebecca deduced, cat leaper is leaping into a different universe or a different parallel world. A lot of things might change over there, and a lot of things, different things might have happened there. Who knows? While this one that she used was just reverse time a little bit, not enough time so that like that it's going to branch off into a parallel world, so they're in the same world. Yeah, after that, if she makes some drastic change, maybe then it'll branch off. For example, here in this world, Rebecca died, as you saw. Like not died, but her whole skin was like completely burned off. So she got into a lot of injuries, probably even died, might have died there. That is how this ended. So she leapt back, and now she took a different choice of using the vacuum cleaner. So obviously in this like situation, she didn't die. So that would mean that it branched into a parallel world, because the previous world was the world where she died, or she would die. So she left back a little bit, and then it branched. So she didn't leap into a parallel world, she leapt into the same world, but the decision that she took after that made it branch into a parallel world. Because unless and until she branched into a parallel world, it's going to go in the same direction. Like she would die by the end of it. So she leapt back, it's in the same world, and she took a different decision, which branch made it branch into another world, another mini branch. But it's still world 31. It's kind of like that, I guess. I think that's basically what it is. So yeah, she leaps back, and this time she just realizes what's going on, and she realizes that, all right, you know what, I have the password for me, so let's do it. So she goes, she repeats the same steps, goes to the because if you think about it, here she could have taken some other step. Like I said, again, that would be a different branch. Her decisions could branch it into another parallel world, but she kept the same way because that was the best possible way to defeat Brittany. So she knew the password, she had everything with him, so she retraced her steps and did exactly what she did in the other league. And then she knew the password, so she used it and was able to suck Brittany in. There you go. And then she just kicked the vacuum cleaner out. So Pino's like, what's happened? Like, how do you know the password? So Rebecca says like, oh, it is, my cat leaper activated. So obviously like a few questions comes to her head. She's like, what happened? I didn't leap a long amount of time. I leapt a few minutes into the past. And is this world 31 or is it another world? And all these questions that we all had at that moment, she was also having. So she's like, all right, you know what? Let me do a little bit of an experimentation. So, all right. So what she does is she like gets like a new dress and everything. Obviously, her dress was like destroyed almost. So she got a new dress, and then she's like, right. Pino says like, oh, this is like a lot expensive, like 43,000 glees. Rebecca's like, damn, that's expensive. Right, so then Rebecca thinks that, okay, you know what, let's do an experiment. So she takes a paper and she's like, oh, Pino, take this, write something there, don't tell me, I'm going to guess. So Pino writes human, and she guesses like, oh, did you write, okay, what did she say? Apple. Okay, so she said apple. And Pino's like, oh no, human. That is what I wrote. And Rebecca's like, okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and see if it's the same. Now, you can see that she tries to see if stuff changes here. If, like I said, while I was reacting, I said this, if it was still human in the other lead, then that would mean it's the same word. So she was testing if she's leaping to a different world, a different parallel world, or is it the same world, but, like, she's just going back, retracing her steps, going back in time. So that's what she did. And she comes back and she's like, all right. She says the same thing to Pino. Like I said, you have to repeat the same thing in case the decision branches. For example, if she didn't retrace the same steps, like, she was putting on her dress and then she leapt back and she retraced the same steps that she took. For example, I think she probably asked, yeah, she asked Pino, like, okay, take this, write down, like all that stuff. Did the same thing. And that is why Pino wrote the same thing, because nothing really changed. If Rebecca did something else now, for example, instead of giving Pino the pen and paper, just like she did in the previous but the previous time, if she said something like, commented something about something else, maybe like, oh, that dress looks good, oh, look at that dress, that's a very beautiful color, something like that, if she commented, and then if she gave Pino the thing to write, maybe Pino's decisions could have changed, and she probably might not have written human. She might have written something else, because that's what I'm saying. Things the ideas might change. The fact that Rebecca didn't really do anything other than what she did in the previous time, before she retraced time, shows that Pino's thought process was still the same. So that is why she wrote the same thing, human. If Rebecca did something else or made her a little bit distracted about something else might have come to her head. She might have wrote something else by getting influenced by it. Like I said, for example, if Rebecca said something like, oh, look at that dress, that's such a beautiful color, maybe Pino would look at it and see that it's like a red, like bright red color, and maybe that would influence Pino's decision, and maybe she would have written red instead of human. That is what I'm trying to say. Like, so she kept everything the same so that her thought process still remains the same. So it remained the same, and she wrote down human just like she did previously. And that is how, obviously Rebecca was able to guess it correctly. And she's like, there you go, that's what I did. And so Rebecca says, like, all right, experimentation successful. This is not leaping power, cat leaping. This is just reversing. I'm just reversing time a little bit. And what I do from that point onwards is my own decision. Right, I think she names it reverse or something like that. Let me read. This power is amazing. I learned how to control it. The power is invincible. Right, so she tries again, and I'm like, don't do it so many times. Changing and reversing time isn't a normal feat. It obviously has some kind of a side effect, and that's exactly what happens. Rebecca's, after doing it, her head starts hurting, and there's a crack in her. Okay, I don't understand this part. I'm guessing this is like a symbolic way of showing us that her head was breaking, I'm guessing. Like, obviously the crack didn't appear in her face. That was like a personification, or like a symbolic way of showing that, yeah, she's not able to take it. Her head is breaking or cracking, or face is getting something like that. So she's like, yeah, I cannot really use it every time. And she realizes a few other rules. Now, this is an interesting rule that she realized, and I didn't understand this. And when she said, I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I can turn time back only a few minutes. Yeah, I understood this one. I realized this. Obviously, she also realized that she won't be able to do it for a long amount of time. Okay. So once I go back, an anchor is placed there. Now, this is a new information that I didn't realize. So I cannot go back any further. Interesting. It takes a heavy toll on. Okay. So this is what is going on here. As soon as she leaps into a time, for example, here you see, not here, let me go back a little bit ago. Brittany's situation, she leapt back to a time where she was outside the department store. So as soon as she left there, the anchor got stuck over there. So from that point onwards, however time she tries to go back to, the anchor is going to be there, and she's going to just go there. It's like a checkpoint. So literally, this is like checkpoint system in video games. You go and do a thing. A checkpoint, like autosave happens, and then you load it, and every time it's going to go to that checkpoint. Games that don't have a manual save function, that's what happens to games like that. Like you leap back, that's the checkpoint, and that's it. You cannot go before that or after that. every time that will be the place where you go. It's good, but at the same time, it's also kind of weird, this type of checkpointing system, because in case the checkpoint sometimes, or um but it doesn't really usually happen in video games, like, like usually the checkpoints are in situations where everything is okay. What I was going to say is, if the checkpoint happens in a situation where you're in danger, you're literally going to get there, go to that part. Usually games don't do that. However, that here it might happen, I don't know, in the future. Maybe if the point is in a very weird situation she leaps to, if the anchor gets there, she won't be able to go behind or before, like after it. So she needs to properly time the stuff, I'm guessing. But anyways, what I was trying to say is, like, yeah, it's literally a checkpoint system. So Brittany's situation, the checkpoint happened, or the anchor happened, outside the department store. So from that point onwards, whenever she tries to time leap, she's going to go there. After all that happened, here Rebecca decided that, okay, let's do this experiment with Pino. So here she leapt to a time before she told Pino about the notebook and writing down the letters. So as soon as she did that, an anchor got put there. Now she's not going to be able to go before or after it, I'm guessing. All the time she's going to go there, I think. So yeah, so I'm guessing the first time she has the liberty to choose which time to leap to, but from that point onwards she's going to leap to the same time. So okay, there's a few things I need to understand. First is that she has the liberty to leap to any time. However, there's a limit, or like a few minutes gap where she won't be able to. So she cannot go back 5 seconds ago. She cannot do that. However, I think she can go back 2 or 3 minutes ago. So there's probably like a limiter, like a barrier, like, oh, 3 minutes maximum. So you can only leap 3 minutes before, not not after that. That is from where she is to 3 minutes. This part she can go to. This part from 0 to 3 minutes, she won't be able to leap here. So from that point onwards, I guess she has the liberty to leaping anywhere for the first time. As soon as she leaps there, for example, she decides to leap to the 4th minute, for example. So the first time she can leap there, but from next point onwards, she won't be able to take that liberty. She's going to automatically get leaped to that 4-minute time. So the 4-minute time acts as an anchor, as she said. So like, I might be wrong, in my deduction. This is just what I'm deducing basing on what she's saying. So I'm guessing the first time she has the liberty to choose the point of time, but from that point onwards she won't be able to, unless and until a few moments pass and then she can leap again. Like it happened here in Brittany's situation. The anchor was outside the department store. After all that happened and she decides to leap again, this time the anchor was when Pino got the notebook and she told Pino to write a letter, a sentence. So yeah, and obviously the obvious one, that is, you're going to get extreme heavy toll in your body if you do this multiple times. So yeah, you cannot like play with it, like like Rebecca was doing, just experimenting. You cannot do that. It's going to hurt. So yeah. Now, after a little bit amount of time, Rebecca was like, all right, my gut seems to be okay now. It's a temporary thing. So she's like, all right, and she says something. I don't understand what she says here. She's like, Pino, do something. Take this notebook. And they kind of show the vacuum cleaner, and that's it. They don't really show anything else. All right. Next, we get to see that Homura is kind of cooling herself down in the lake or the river, whatever it is. And yeah, Homura asks, like, Shiki, that, oh, will we be able to stay friends in the future as well? He's like, why are you asking this? And Homura says, like, you guys are my first friends, so I really don't want to leave you guys. But at the same time, I'm thinking, like, after we reach Mother, obviously Mother will, if it happens that Mother only makes one of our wishes come true, what is going to happen? And right, so yeah, so Shiki says, like, Shiki says that you think we'll battle each other to have our wish granted? And then Shiki's like, right, you know what, if that's what happens by the end of it, I don't care. Like, you guys are more important to me than any wish. So yeah, now obviously we know that Shiki's first wish was having 100 friends, and then her goal was to like I think what was his new goal? I forgot. Oh no. He made a new goal after Ziggy's betrayal. He made a new goal. I don't remember what it is. What was it? Oh god, I forgot. Okay, hopefully I'll remember it by the end. But yeah, he made a new goal. I don't exactly remember because the whole 100 making 100 friends goal was always, I knew he wasn't going to make that his goal by the end of it, because in his journey he's going to meet a lot of people, and by the end he'll definitely have more than 100 friends. So that wish doesn't make sense, and it's completely pointless because he's eventually going to have that many friends, because it's going to take a long time to go to Mother, I'm guessing. So yeah, so the next goal, the other goal that he made recently, I actually forgot it. I think that was a better goal, obviously. But yeah, in the end, Shiki says that if that's the reason, like if that's what happens, then if you guys want, you can take your wish. I won't fight with you guys. Like obviously, like you guys are more important. Okay, so right, while all this is happening, Shiki suddenly realizes that someone's coming towards their direction, and we get to meet the squad one, I think, of the Beast. These guys, yeah, these guys, were the strongest squad in in Poseidon Nero's group. They are like, oh, we're going to take care of this. Oh, that squad was trash. Yeah, we are way more stronger, so we're going to take care of them. So yeah, now all of that was while all of that was happening, we get to see Homura and not Homura, sorry, um, uh, Hermit and Weiss, Clean and Jin. They're going towards that place, that server, to like take care of the virus. And Weiss is like, oh, you like I hope you're not infected by it. Hermit plays a little joke. She's like, I want your blood. Right. But anyways, they reach that place, and Hermit says that, Weiss, if something happens and I go crazy, you have to destroy me. And Weiss is like, it's fine. Like you don't worry about it. I'll fix you then. So after that, they get in, and I was wondering who could be here. And you know what? As soon as I heard that voice, I was like, oh no, is this going to be Hermit's, that guy, the one that Hermit had to deal with? That's exactly him, this guy. Professor, what was his name? Wait, what was his name? Miller, okay, Mueller, Dr. Mueller, yep. So Hermit is like, I thought you were captured. And he's like, no, I was almost going to get captured by the government, but I blew up the place. You saw that explosion? I blew up. And my whole body almost got blown out. But I can see why, like robots, I used to like hate and like discriminate against them. But I can see how these things are pretty useful. And yeah, and then he's right, and he starts yammering about someone being jealous of his research, this and that, how he didn't like that, all that stuff. And he's like, okay, so obviously the question is, they ask him that, are you the one who is using the virus? And he's like, oh no, I'm not the one. That skull-faced robot is the one doing it. I'm just maintaining this place, and I have been promised the humans over there to experiment on, so everything is good. I'm more than happy to do this. And then he's also like, and also you Hermit, you as well, I'm going to experiment on you as well. And and obviously Hermit is freaking out, her mental like stability is going down. Weiss tries to take care of the situation, but this guy has traps all over the place. I'm guessing he just electrocutes Weiss immediately and captures Hermit. Over there the Shining Stars are like, what's going on? Why is Hermit's emotional stability going down? Also, Cleanest emotional stability is also going down. Now this part I don't understand what's going on here. She says that, right, where is that? There's someone bad around here. Obviously she can feel it, so I'm guessing that's kind of reverse affecting her as well. and probably digging out her trauma. That is why he, like, she's getting emotionally unstable. And if you remember, Jin told us that, like, stuff like that, what happened to, like, Clinia's past, if you remind her of stuff like that, she's going to go crazy. So never do that. Never ask about her past. Also, her emotional, like, conditions are regulated, because if it goes out of certain threshold, she's going to get sick. And now you can see her emotional, stability is going down, and is going out that threshold. So she's also in trouble now. While all this is happening in Foresta, yeah, these guys come in, the squad one. This part is so hilarious. They're like, oh, like, like, we're going to take care of you. The other squad was so trash. We can easily take care of you. And bam, in comes Justice's men. This guy first, who's like a big titan kind of thing. He calls it Titan's arm, and just punches them. Immediately, everyone is unconscious. And then Creed, I think that's his name. This guy, he comes in and just like, just imprisons them in a miniature prison. And that's it. Over. The strongest squad of Poseidon Nero's group immediately defeated in a matter of 2 seconds. Yeah, Justice didn't even have to do anything here. So Justice comes in, and at first they're like, oh, are these tourists or something? And Justice is like, no, I can feel the ether. Elsie was there with them. So I was like, oh no, this is going to go in a bad direction, because they're either going to, like, like, try to kill him because he was with Elsie, or they'll try to capture him and try to lure Elsie in with Shiki or Homura as a hostage. Either of it was going to happen, and what happened was the former. That is, he ultimately decides to kill Shiki and captures Homura. So what happens is, like, as soon as Justice takes out Elsie's name, Shiki's like, wait, he knows Elsie, so can we be friends, because Elsie's my friend? Homura's like, oh no, like, nah, like, this is different. The government, the Interstellar Union Army. So yeah, so Shiki's like, we didn't do anything bad, and Justice is like, but Ziggy's destroying this planet. And Shiki's like, yeah, but we are not friends with my grandpa anymore. We're trying to stop it. So Justice realizes that he's the one who inherited Ziggy's ability, and then he orders Creed to imprison Homura. And yeah, Homura is imprisoned. Obviously, Shiki's like, what the hell are you doing? And in the end, Justice is like, just because you were involved with Elsie, I'm going to destroy you. This is important to me. The most important thing to me is to capture Elsie, and that is what I'm exactly going to do. And anyone who's involved with Elsie, I'm also going to kill them. I don't know of a more evil way. I don't understand what's going on here. How, like, what did even Elsie do? I'm really curious to see. In the future, I'm sure they'll explain. I'm really curious to say what is going on here. Why does he have so much hate? Elsie doesn't seem like someone who's going to harm others or do something like that. So what exactly happened? Like I said, this whole fairy tale Jalal and Elsa's situation, where Elsa's situation, we did have a proper explanation what actually happened, even though Jalal wasn't really the one who did it. Like, it was actually, obviously, spoiler alert, it was Zeref. However, there was still, we know what happened over there. I'm sure it's something like that is also going on over here. However, what I don't understand is, since it's Elsie here, Elsie doesn't seem like someone who's going to do anything like that. Like, it seems like he has so much hatred towards Elsie. There must be something crazy that she did. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. Why is she so much, like, obsessed with this whole thing? So yeah, but my thing, what I'm trying to say here is that it doesn't seem like Elsie is the type of person who would do something that would warrant this much hate from Justice. That's why I'm so curious as to what happened. Let's wait and see. Obviously they're going to explain in the future. But for now, he's like, oh, I'm going to kill you because you are involved with Elsie, and that's it. Shiki tries to attack him, but he just grabs his hand, and that's where it ended. And like I was saying, I doubt Shiki can do anything to Justice. Justice seems strong as hell, and he seems like someone who Shiki will probably be able to fight way in the future, not now. In no way can he do anything in this situation, I think. Like, obviously, I'm pretty sure Elsie is here, so Elsie is going to somehow come and probably help us out. So that's what I'm guessing is going to happen by the end of it. Elsie is going to bump into us, and Elsie and Justice is going to have a fight. And hopefully, we are saved. Something like that. We'll see. But yeah, that is it, guys. That is my reaction to episode 19 of Eden Zero. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed Eden Zero season 2, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to press the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next week with another episode of Eden Zero. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.